Hey there guys, Fire Mage once again, continuing off my Legend of Dragoon challenge run. It literally hasn't been that long since Congo. I literally just popped one potion on Albert and then saved. Don't really need much more healing than that right now, because I do guard heal a little bit before I actually do go full throttle on Doel, because he's not that big a threat until he becomes a Dragoon. So yeah, stats and everything, blah blah blah, this, that, the other. Hash Joel with a ridiculous 84 attack total. Beast Fang really comes in handy, and then River of Styx with a 200%, 202% technically, multiplier. Sorry about that. Bringing it up to like 168 is ridiculous. And then, of course, there's Albert with his 73 attack, but with a 450 multiplier thanks to Flower Storm. Which is massive damage, just massive fucking damage. Comes out to well over 300% total, 300 stat total. And then of course additions, nothing's changed. Best damage additions because we don't need SP. 405. That's right, 405. So that's 70 easily becomes plus 280. So yeah, let's go to fight Doel. It's a very simple. It's a very basic fight, but at the same time, it's a very hard fight. It's easily the easiest fight that you come across this far into the game. Nothing gets harder until you face Lennis. Pretty much within the first 2 discs, this is the third hardest fight. Because Dragoon Lennis is the hardest, and then it's normal Lennis, and then it's him. Even the full body Virage is easier, Garage is easier, Mappy is laughable. So that's more or less it. So we're about to actually get into the actual fight here. I'm just rambling on and on. I usually shut up when I actually do play because I'm trying to focus on actually doing additions, so... And thus begins the fight against Emperor Doel. Now, the HP totals, as far as I'm aware, which I always use a specific walkthrough for whenever it comes to damage numbers, I use, on GameFAQs, I use Shotgun Nova's FAQ. According to her, I don't know the gender, sorry, according to their walkthrough, it is 600 for Emperor Doel and then 1500 for Dragoon Doel. And I always do guard a little bit beforehand, so let's just kind of see. And I messed up, great. But I do have very good damage numbers now in comparison to my previous playthrough, because that was initial equips only. So I'll be doing more damage, I'll be taking less. $266. Yeah, ridiculous. Then 169. Yeah, I'm going to want to start guard healing a little bit so that I can actually get some HP recovery before he actually becomes a Dragoon. Because, yeah, that's ridiculous. And when it comes to speed, everybody's in like 50 or 60. It's pretty high speed right now for everybody. Or at least high for where I am in the game. Because that Bandit's Ring sure does come in handy. Since I'm healing, I can actually technically heal through it. Healing through it is just whenever you actually heal for more than you just got damaged for, so... I do want everybody up in the 500s before I actually do start the real fight of this encounter here. So I mean, it's okay damage that he's doing. When it's guarded through with the way that it is, because enemies do a good amount of damage in this game throughout consistently. Almost done with Dart. Proving that that is a magical attack. So yeah, everybody's past 500. Except now they're not. Man, Doel really has a hard-on for pretty much hitting Dart right now. But I do definitely want to start the fight off with 500 on everybody. It just makes the fight so much more easier to not have to heal at the very beginning automatically. And that's going to go straight for Hastral. So that's good. So let's just go ahead and make him a Dragoon. So yeah, pretty good damage numbers. So, of course, first time playing through, who would have thought that this would have happened? Now, I love this fight and the Dragoon Lennis fight for a few reasons. A, it's a Dragoon fight. Dragoon fights are always awesome. But B, when it comes to Doel and Lennis, they're the only two Dragoons in the game that actually go off, that actually change from their party counterparts' weapons. And I messed up there. Great. So that's pretty good damage, 77 right there from the weakest of the party in terms of attack. And this is going to hurt. That is a great thing about having Hastral in the party. He does great damage, and he takes less damage from almost anything that this fight encounters. $155 right there, even though I messed up. So, I mean, I'm doing pretty good damage. He hasn't used any of his really threatening attacks yet. There we go. A full damage gives him 221, which is well above 10% of his HP. So, I mean, I'm doing massive damage to him consistently. He's already in the yellow, which is kind of sad. See what a difference additions make in this game, I swear. He's already got his shield up. Now through this, I just guard and heal, literally. There's nothing for me to do. There's nothing I can do. I can't damage him until he's out of it. But the final attack that I laid on was actually very good in terms of damage, and now I just heal with everybody, and just wait. Which is preferable, because he loves to do this attack all the time from here on end. Loves to do it. And this shit hurts. $117 on Albert, even though he's guarding. 50 plus on Haschel, even though he's guarding and is resistant to the element. It's ridiculous. When it comes to this fight, if you have to use one of your healing breezes, feel free to use a healing breeze. You can actually start buying them as soon as you literally start Disc 2. And this is pretty much one of the worst attacks that he can throw at you, right here. It's not even his previous attack, it's this. Because it does so much more damage. But just keep on healing through everything as much as you can. You do guard heal, of course, 10% every time. And this is where I would normally just pop a breeze because I've got 2 characters in the yellow. And as soon as that shield goes down, you can just wreck his shit. And now I can wreck his shit. Already in the red. Which, if the FAQ is correct, that's less than 377, which means that as soon as Albert gets to attack again, it's game over. Using SparkNet on the character that's resistant to it, good idea. See, 210, and that's even on a character that's resistant to the element, so that's pretty high damage. But it doesn't matter, because that should be the last hit, yep. And that is Emperor and Dragoon Doel. It was a lot harder with initial equips, trust me. With initial equips, you don't have Twister Glaive, so you're not doing as high damage. You have both Albert and Dart have had upgraded equipment in terms of armor and everything like that, which of course increases magic defense a little bit over time. So it does help. See, everybody levels up. Dart does get his Crush Dance, which becomes so much more useful. In my opinion, you technically do the same damage as Volcano, but I just love Crush Dance more. Shauna levels up, which is a big whoop-de-doo. Oh, wow, a Dragoon level. Who cares? And it's actually one of the last times that actually Albert is going to be in the party. So yeah, that was pretty much Disc 1. That's all the fights. Disc 1 has the most fights in the entire game. It has more mandatory fights than any other part of the game. It actually has more than half of the mandatory fights in the game. Out of the grand total of 50 59, if I remember correctly. Yes, 59. Because Imago is number 50, and then there's the 6 personal fights making it 56, and then there's Super Virage making 57, Zeke making 58, and then Melbu making 59. When dragoons meet, blood will flow, and as they leave, time does slow. So what started out as a simple war becomes so much more. So yeah, that was Disc 1, guys. I will see you guys soon, hopefully, for continued run through Disc 2 and everything like that. So yeah, that is Legend Dragoon Disc 1 challenge so far. Challenger in Disc 1 so far. Next, of course, will be Moppy and everything like that. So hope to see you guys soon. Laters.